everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Chrono Cross playthrough. Today we are going to pick up the rest of the Chrono Cross characters, starting with Luccia. Now, unfortunately, I actually picked up Luccia before, but I edited it out of the Save Kid episode of this playthrough, so I need to go and do it again so that I can show you what happened. What we need to do, once we have chosen whether or not we are going to save Kid, is we need to go up to this balcony here, and we need to speak to Luccia. And she'll talk to us about this NeoFio here. Remember that for later. And this NeoFio can use elements. Ooh. That's very cool. But we need a life sparkle. Where are we going to get that life sparkle? Who knows? Well, it's in Hydra Marshes and we will go pick it up later. And yeah, the Hydra Marshes in another world, very different from the Hydra Marshes in the home world. They're a lot more dangerous. You'll need to keep a very close eye on your health throughout that because there's a lot of poison going on and things can go very badly very quickly. Now that we've triggered that dialogue, what I want to do is I want to head back all the way to Luccia's lab, so I will see you there. Alright, we are back. And it looks like our spy got caught. Yeah, in case you missed an episode previously, the spy is Norris, by the way. Anyway, now that Norris has been freed, let's go speak to Luccia, who will have noticed that Pip has gone missing. Would you like to join us? Yeah, and because we released Pip, Luccia will join us. Hooray! And she is assimilated into our party. Excellent. If you have been following this by the letter, you will need to go defeat the Time Devourer again, because Luccia will not be saved in your completed party. I don't need to do that. I'm just showing you it again for the sake of doing so. Let us go back to one of our other completed files. Okay, let's go back to our Continue Plus file. Let's select the nice golden file we've got there. And I would like to carry on from our Torture file, which was just before we took down the Devourer of Time. Next thing we want to do is we would like to go recruit Skelly. Now, Skelly requires 6 body parts, all found on another world. And we currently have, let's have a look. We currently have the... Well, keep going. We have the mixed bones, we have the pelvic bone, we have the sturdy ribs, and we have the heavy skull. So we've got 2 more to get. To start off with, I need to head to the Hydra Marshes. Yes, the same Hydra Marshes where we spoke about the poisonous stuff and the life sparkle that we need for NeoFio as well. And you're about to see what I mean. I come in here and suddenly everything goes a bit blurry every now and again, and that's because we are taking consistent HP damage as a result. We're going to head here, and then from there we want to head up this path, and we want to use, where is it, the green tinkler? Where's the green tinkler? There it is. For some reason it's at the very bottom. Try not to think about it too much. With that, we open up the path. Hopefully we can avoid this snib goblin. Thank you. Again, we basically want to go in and out of this place pretty quickly. Yeah, usually there's enemies here. I'm just going to avoid the chests. We don't need anything. Okay, and the life sprinkle is past... Life Sparkle, sorry, is just past this snob goblin who was not moving out the way, but everything is okay in the end. Okay, with that done, we are going to get, guess what? A cutscene. A rare flower only growing in poisonous marshes. Well, because we killed the Hydra in the home world, this scene happens. The Hydra's dead, the dwarves are out, and so the Snob Goblin and the Snimmer Goblin be taking over everything. But yeah, they reckon that because of the poison, they think they can take us out. Clearly the poison doesn't affect them, they seem to love it. But yeah, this is a really simple fight, it has to be said. We're quite strong at this point. Sarge, there we go. 2-2. Oh, don't even need the second 2. Yeah, this is quite easy. Womp womp. Never mind, maybe next time, guys. And for winning, we get some minor level ups and the heal all as well. Okay, now I want to go examine this chest. We get the life sparkle. Very important. There is one other piece of treasure I would like to pick up here. Once again, hopefully the Snob Goblin behaves. It does. Sneak past this rather nasty looking thing. Look at us go. We're so good. Some real Metal Gear Solid style gameplay here. And then, to get the Skelly body part here in the Hydra Marshes, I want to go in this path. In the home world, this is empty. In this world, we get the good backbone. And we find out that he was raised by his grandma. Wow, someone that dead has a grandma. Anyway, I'm going to go out of the Hydra Marshes and I will see you at the Shadow Forest. Okay, we are still in another world. We have made it to Shadow Forest. Let's head in. Okay, so what we need to do here, just need to cross the screen. And if you remember, in a previous episode, we recruited Nikki, and we are just going to go to exactly where Nikki was. Oh my days. Well, the bad news is we got into a fight. The good news is we got a mini level up. Some strength for everyone. Hooray! As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, where Nikki was, that's where we're gonna head. But instead of Nikki being there, we're gonna find something else. So what we need to do is we need to head down here, avoid this bad boy. I'm going to head into the waterfall. From the waterfall, we're going to get an aroma pouch, and there is an old notebook, and we want to read it. Use an aroma pouch and check all the plant life. Yep, we get it. We could do this. We could do this. Or we could just spam through it and pick up the angry Scapula. Hooray! And that is another part of Skelly's body. And once you've collected all 6, he will assemble himself. And then just go away. That's it. That's all he'll do. You'll notice that we don't even have the body parts anymore. He is nowhere to be seen. That's not exactly true though, is it? Before I go to where Skelly is, I would like to go back to Viper Manor. I will meet you there. In fact, I will meet you where we met up with Luccia on the rooftop earlier in the episode. Now we have made our way to the top of Viper Manor once more. We can head to this little plant here that Luccia was talking about earlier. The NeoFio is what it's called, and if we give it the life sparkle, blossom, it will animate, I guess. Here we go. This is NeoFio. Yes, I am definitely your master and definitely haven't stolen you from Luccia. But yes, NeoFio will indeed join our party. Look how cute it is. Let's quickly check its stats. Where is it? There we go. Good strength. Just kidding. 40 strength's not that good at all. Not the best party member in the world, but you know. It is what it is. Okay, now that we have got NeoFio, thanks to that life sparkle, I'm going to go to the Termina entrance. I will see you there. We are back in Termina, and we need to go to Skelly's house, which we haven't actually been to before. It's this one here. There we go. And all we need to do is speak to this old woman. And suddenly, ta-da! Skelly will arrive in all his glory. I'm sure Skelly has a real name. Yeah, Skelly hasn't been eating well because Skelly's a bit dead. I'm assuming Grandma's eyesight isn't what it used to be. And indeed, how do skeletons even cry? You know what? Not gonna answer that question. Anyway, Skelly's a sobbing wreck. Who are you? Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Skelly's appearance sure is unique. We're not done with this though. We do actually need to head back in order to do this. Yeah, please can you help me? And Skelly will become the unlife of our party. Boom, there we go. Let's check Skelly's stats. Where is he? I'll find you. I'll find you. Oh, where are you? Oh, hang on. There we go. Again, Black and 8's actually, you know, it's alright. 46 strength's not terrible either. Compared to, like, Glenn, Skelly's strength's actually quite good, but our Glenn's strength is abysmal. We've just been incredibly unlucky. But yeah, there we go. Okay. If you remember as well in Guldov, when we went to, not Guldov, Termina. When we were here in Termina earlier, when we were picking up the second Einlander for Glenn, we witnessed a funeral for a little boy done by a wrestler. Very sad, boo-hoo-hoo. R.I. pepperoni or whatever. Anyway, we want to go into the house where he was, and we want to talk to him. You have to have watched the funeral first. And we are indeed a human that does not exist in this world. Yeah, and he seems to understand what we're doing very quickly. And luckily, this person, Romana, is happy to take over, but Romana is also incredibly young. In case you haven't figured it out, Greco and Romana are named after Greco-Roman wrestling. They both have wrestler masks. Yeah, and looks like Getz saved him from the darkness. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, you leave it to Romana. We want the wrestler who occasionally speaks Spanish. Yes, you may help us. If only because I really want a wrestler in my party. Confirm. Again, we're not really going to use him. We're just doing a character roundup. Where is Greco? There we go. Good strength. Really good strength. We're not going to replace Fargo, though, because we need the blue innate for Vigora. But, you know, try him out. You might be pleasantly surprised by what you see. Okay. that is Greco. Next up, I misspoke earlier, but I really do want to go to Guldov. And we need to recruit somebody we said we'd recruit a while ago. Okay, we are back in Guldov and we want to go to the bar. If you remember, we took out Orlha whilst we were in the Lynx form, and she said that when we came back into our human form to talk to her and give her this sapphire brooch. Yep. To prove that it's us, and Orlha will very quickly join our party. The blonde Tifa, some might say. Let's go find her. Where are you? There we go, 49 strength. Well, comparable to Fargo, 24 magic. I personally still prefer Fargo. But yeah, Orlha's a good character. If you're looking to change things up a bit, nothing wrong with her. Okay, that is all the characters I can recruit in another world. Next up, I want to go back to the home world, and I will meet you once again at the Shadow Forest, the home world version of the Shadow Forest. We are back in the home world, and it's time to pick up our next character. It's also apparently time for us to hiccup, but yes, the Shadow Forest in the home world, very similar to the Shadow Forest in another world. There's plenty of annoying things that will jump at us, and unfortunately, it's often better to actually just take the fight. Because otherwise, they'll just carry on jumping on you. It's really annoying, I know. Hopefully this thing doesn't jump on us. It doesn't. Okay, and once again, we want to go into the waterfall where Nikki and the angry Scapula were in the home world, and we'll see this guy here, and he'll ask for a mushroom. I accidentally went past it too quickly. He'll ask for a mushroom, so what we need to do is find him a mushroom, and there's only one mushroom that will satisfy him, and that is it's in an area we haven't actually visited in this playthrough because it's just not necessary. You only have to come here if you do Nikki's route into Viper Manor in another world, but we never had to do that, so it is what it is. Anyway, we want to go up here, and we want to go up this slope, and we want to talk to this person, and we want to save his dad from this monster. It's a fairly easy one. You shouldn't have any trouble, really. Here, let's see, it's a Wraith, yeah. 2, 2, 3. Or 2. Yeah, that'll do it. That went a lot quicker than I thought it would. Anyway, we're going to save his dad. And we're going to accept this token of appreciation, which is a mushroom. As I was attempting to say before I was very rudely interrupted, all we need to do now is use the mushroom on the camper back in that cave. It's a very short walk. Here we go. Yep, thank you, enemy, for ignoring me. Alright, so this guy asked for mushroom. This guy get mushroom. Where is it? There it is. I said this guy get mushroom. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. No. Oh! I was always under the impression that we had to give it... You know what, never mind. Talk to the guy once you've got the mushroom. We will accept this trade. I'm sure nothing bad will happen as a result of this guy eating the strange mushroom. Ah. And now he's a cannibal. Yeah, you might have something on your head. Uh-oh. He is now a mushroom monster. And it is obviously all our fault. And maybe the frozen flame will change him back to normal. Maybe. Maybe not. And this guy will just join our party out of spite. And maybe he's allergic to mushrooms, considering that he is just sneezing. But yes, Funguy joins our party. Hooray! Boom. I should have shown the stats. Anyway, I am going to meet you at the Hermit's Hideaway. We're nearly there. Okay, we are at the Hermit's Hideaway, and you may notice that we have a certain fluffy pink dog in our party. Earlier on a patch of grass here, or a patch of scorched grass, we had the opportunity to use ice breath on it, and we did. When we come with Poshel in our party, what we want to do is we want to dig it up. But he's not being particularly easy to dig up. However, because Poshel is in our party, he can do so. Yeah, just spam the A button and eventually you will get him there. It's just a really strange hitbox. Anyway, this is Turnip. Don't ask how he came to be. Don't ask why he speaks in a Shakespearean accent. He just forced his way into our party. And that's it. That's literally how you get that guy. It's one of the weirder characters for sure. There's quite a few weird characters in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we have, by my count, 3 more party members that we need to pick up, starting in Termina. I perhaps should have come to Termina after the Shadow Forest, but it is what it is. Wanted to buy some time. In Termina, there are 2 party members that we can pick up. First things first, though, I would like to go to the smithy. It's time to finally recruit Karsh's dad. That's right, we're gonna recruit Zappa. What we need to do is we just need to head in here. Poshel, please open the door. Thank you very much. I'm going to talk to them. And looks like they're just closing down the forge. Yeah. Zappa and Zipper have Scottish accents, by the way. Yeah, so they'll wait for Karsh to come back. Turns out that, yeah, without the Dragoons and poor invading, and you have to remember, Karsh is screwed in this universe. He's not coming back. He's in the time crash back in the Sea of Eden. Anyway, we want to speak to Zappa again. And he's going to talk about a rainbow shell. And yeah, we're going to let him join. And by doing so, you get the Smith Spirit, which is pretty useful. Zappa is not so useful, but the Smith Spirit definitely is. By using the Smith Spirit, yeah, you can't actually use it here. But if I go to the item menu, we'll go all the way to the Smith Spirit. We're just going to have to come down a fair amount. There we go. Yeah, so you can use the Smith Spirit and it will summon a blacksmith and you can do some blacksmith shopping. It's kind of cool. Okay, so with that done, there's another person we can recruit on this screen. We need to go to the artist's house. This is a mansion in another world, but here in the home world, Not so much. Anyway, let's talk to this guy first. Yeah, so we need to speak to Go, and here's another artist. I don't knock. I am the one who doesn't knock. Anyway, we want to speak to this guy. Yeah, we're gonna hire him. And then his dad's gonna go, oh yeah, it looks like his dad is in a bit of financial trouble. Starving artist. Turns out the landlady is a treasure hoarder. How much did he say from his allowance? Maybe 20 G. To be fair, we have a lot of G that we can easily just pay this debt. I wonder how much the debt is. And looks like Van also wants to search for the frozen flame. Trust me, the frozen flame, very real. Yeah, it's not just a legend. We have seen it in action. We are very crazy, though. It has to be said. We are mad. And she wants the frozen flame for herself as well. Oh dear. Yeah, remember, money doesn't buy you happiness. And turns out that Go is doing all the painting, but isn't actually doing any of the selling. And yeah, Go's just not getting it done, by the way, in case you haven't realised. Van and Go, named after the famous artist Vincent van Gogh, also known as Van Gogh. Depends where you're from, I guess. I'm sure I'll get people in the comments telling me how to properly pronounce the name, but I'm just going to go with what I know. But yeah, Go only wants to sell pieces when they're ready to be sold. Do I enjoy watching family disputes? Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's not cocky, but it's a very pretentious thing to say. I wonder how much he's got in his piggy bank. Maybe they could just, like, sell the bed. And he's got his own paint colour. Interesting. I wonder if it's similar to the blue used in that famous The Wave painting. If only there was an alternate universe where he did indeed do just that. Unfortunately, he can no longer hear the sound of the sea. And therefore, his memories of his dead mum not really there anymore. But, yeah. But yeah, Go's pretty pretentious. He should just sell the paintings. But I wouldn't understand because I'm not an artist. Anyway. He's a bit sarcastic. I could genuinely buy all your dad's paintings and you will have the rent. And we are actually looking for the Frozen Flame. That's also a good point. But can we just pay the debt? Yeah, so it actually exists. We have used it. Yeah. Yeah, we're telling the truth. Yeah, it's about time Van just, you know, went off on his own. Go find your muse, Van. Wonder if we're going to get anything as well. A boomerang. Hooray! Yeah, and Van will eventually come back as well. Very cute. And Van does indeed join the party. Good for him. Even though he does look a bit pretentious. But yeah. So we actually just have one more character to get. If you remember, a long time ago, we unlocked the Grand Slam on the SS Zelbes. And we put it off for the longest time because of the mechanics of how it works. We are now ready to take on the Grand Slam and pick up our final character. I will meet you on the SS Zelbes. Alright, we are back here on the SS Zelbes, SS Invincible, whatever. Back in the homeworld. Or still in the homeworld. And we want to go to the Grand Slam, which, if you remember, is where we fought, or near where we fought, the Sage much earlier on in our adventure. This guy's going to let us through, because of course he is. We earned the right to be here. Go down this ladder. Oh, yeah, no, what are you doing, Poshel? And what we want to do is we want to head all the way here and talk to this person. And it's basically a monster arena, and we want to participate. So, which monsters do we use? Well, it depends on which doppelgangers you've got for Sprig, and which enemies you have captured with the Forget-Me-Not pot. And we're going to go up against Janice. So you'll see that we have quite a few good enemies. These are all enemies that Sprig can use, but we're going to use them in this as well. The good news is as well that we get to control all the characters. So what happens? Every round we have to select 3 of these monsters that we want to fight for us. There are 3 rounds in total, and we can only use the monsters once. So we need a roster of about 9. So for the first round, we would like the White Knight. We would like the Cat Burglar. And we'll keep the Wraith. Okay, so let's see what we're up against. We're against a Beaver, a Blob, and a Bull. Okay, so with the White Knight, I would like to attack the Beaver first. And you'll notice as well, the stats on the White Knight are ridiculous. It's actually insane. The Wraith's quite weak, so we're not really going to use... We're not really not going to use the Wraith that much. As long as we just use 3s with the White Knight and the Cat Burglar, that should be more than enough. We want to take out the Beaver first, it is the weakest. And then we want to attack the Gloop next with the White Knight. Okay. And then with the Wraith, there is a small chance we can pull something off. Oh, no, one more. There we go, got there in the end. There is Hellbound. This sends your enemy on a trip to hell. Fingers crossed this works. If it doesn't work, we're just going to... Yes, it's missed, I think. If it doesn't work, I am just going to attack with White Knight and the Cat Burglar. Yeah, unfortunately, it missed on this occasion. It is what it is. It has a chance of instant death. It's very sad, but, you know, what can we do? So, in this case, we are literally just going to use the White Knight and the Cat Burglar to take out the Terminator. Great name, by the way. It will eventually go down. White Knight's just far too tanky for the Terminator to deal any real damage with. Other than the Wraith went down, that's super unfortunate. Oh gosh. Okay. And eventually the Terminator did go down. One down, 2 rounds to go. And we get the stamina belt for winning. And we go straight into the next one. So, for this one, I would like the Aero Guard, the Lagoonate, and the Snob Goblin. There we go. This is my party. Round 2. We've got a Gobbledygook, we've got a Sidebot, and we've got a Spearfisher. I want to go for the Spearfisher first. There we go. It's just a case here, once again, of using 3s. You can see the Aero Guard has 999 HP. And the Lagoonate has 900. You should not struggle with this. 99% chance of hitting is always nice. Let's speed this up slightly. Yeah, the Snob Goblin's just there to take up a slot. Okay, good start. Lagoonate. Down you go. And now with the Lagoonate, I can go after the Gobbledygook. And with the Aero Guard, I'm going to go after the Sidebot. Nice. Down he goes. Beating Earth's not going to do that much. Well, I say it's not going to do that much. It's going to take out the Snob Goblin. But that's actually ideal. It means I don't have to cycle past the Snob Goblin every time I want to attack now. You know, life's pretty good. Yeah, so we choose the Aero Guard for the tankiness. Like, Sidebot has a lot of HP, but, you know, it's not actually that much of a threat. You can use the elements if you want. I'm personally not going to. Here's another beaten Earth. See, 321, but we're just so tanky at this point. We just don't care. Yeah. Boom, boom. And now it's hunched over. Slowly but surely we will grind this down. There we go. Boom, nice and easy. Okay, and we have the resistance belt for winning. So Janice is going to send out her final lineup of monsters. On this occasion, I would like to bring out the Gyro Blade, the Combot, and the Gizmotoid. Boom. Final round. And honestly, thanks to our lineup, this is probably, we've saved very much the best till last. So I can't see us really having that much of an issue. There we go, one down. Should we use an element? Yeah, let's use an element. Let's use Go Ballistic. Cool. Gizmotoid, you're up. Look at that. Gizmotoid does not mess around. Yeah, let's use High Beam. Have a bit of fun with this one. Gyro Blade's up next. What have you got? Negate Magic? That's not that good. Photon Ray? Yeah, sure, why not? Just a bit of fun at the end of the day at this point. Got him. Yeah, by far the easiest round because we saved the best till last in this one. Okay, we get the Dreamer's Bandana for winning, our 4th Dreamer's Bandana. Unfortunately, Janice lost. She will have to deal with this humiliation for the rest of her life. What do you want to ask us? Where did we find such good monsters? Well, you'll just have to find us to find out. You have to join us to find out. And Janice joins the party. She's okay. Let's show her stats. Yeah, 45 strength. If you remember, there was a weapon that we got in Terror Tower, Beta Carotene. That is the ultimate weapon for Janice. So yeah, that is all the characters we can recruit. I am going to very quickly head to the Temporal Vortex. Remember, we can go to the Temporal Vortex by using the Astral Amulet in the Hydra Marches in the Homeworld. I will meet you there. There's one final thing that we need to do. Alright, as I previously mentioned, we can use the Chrono Cross here in Sprig's Hut and call forth all the characters that we have had in our roster when we have completed the game. If you have been following what I've been doing, this should happen. Not only will we be able to call forth our former party members, we can also go into our character screen here, and there will not be a single gap. We have collected every single character we can find in this game. Thank you very much for watching. That is the last guaranteed episode. I may do a couple of bonus episodes with Cryosphinx and the Aussie Flea and Slash, but they're not really mandatory. They're nice side things to do. I'm undecided on that, but thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe as well for more content. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye!